Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We have some exciting news. As you already know, it's the end of the month. What does that mean? It's the end of the year. It's New Year's Eve. It's December 31st. But there's also one more thing. We are at the end of the goal. We have accomplished our mission. Today is the last day of the challenge that we began doing all this, that set all of this in motion for us to get to where we're at right now. Today is day 43 of posting every day since I believe it was like November 18th, November 19th. I had made the promise to myself to post one video a day every day for YouTube for the rest of the year, and we have reached it. We have done it. Woo! Sorry. But yeah, it's definitely like a small feat, like it's a big deal to me, but I know it's still just a small step into the journey of, becoming a creator and becoming a video maker for YouTube and doing the things that I love doing through a lens. And it's definitely like, I've come to a better understanding throughout this entire process of the 43 consistent days. And again, that's the whole reason I decided to do this challenge to myself, is so that I can prove that I can show up and post a video every day for 43 days. And were some days close to failing? Absolutely. Were some days better than others? Were some days worse than others? Absolutely. And those were all to be expected. I did, however, I put an extra goal to try and reach 500 subscribers by the end of the month. Unfortunately, that's not the case, but that's just how it goes sometimes, and I don't feel any discouragement towards that. All I'm mainly concerned with is that I accomplished the main goal. The main thing that I prioritized was showing up and posting every single day for the rest of 2024, which was 42. Today would be 43 days. And I appreciate you guys for continuously coming back to make sure that I was meeting my goal every day, that I was showing up and, checking out what I was posting. And I hope that what I had done, what I had posted had benefited you or, inspired you or gave you some type of motivation, to start your own journey, start your own, like test yourself, start something for yourself that you've wanted to do and stay true to it, because it can be done and you'll get better along the way. And that's all I've been wanting to accomplish, all I've been wanting you guys to witness. And yeah, it's time to just soak it up, and we're going to get to work. And yeah, so it's still a regular day. It's still like there are things in my regular life that are going on. Like I have to go to work, and it's a big accomplishment. It's a big day. We succeeded, but in the everyday aspect of daily life, we still go to work. So yeah. Um Currently on my way to work, but I'm gonna grab me some food. And of course, you already know that we have to get the coffee. But on another note, I want to say Happy New Year's to you guys. I hope that, with everything that had happened in 2024, all the lessons that we've learned, all the opportunities that we were given, that going into 2025, we will take what we've learned, utilize it, and be able to, move better in 2025 and not take opportunities for granted within the next coming year. Because, there are times where, yes, we are discouraged because we're not given opportunities, but then again, we can always make our own opportunities. And what I mean by that is like making your own opportunities is, not waiting for something to happen or for the right conditions, or the, you know, the sign when all the stars align, the chances are you're, going to be waiting, and just take the initiative and, do whatever it is that, you set your mind to, that your heart desires and you want to achieve. Just go out there, work for it, take it. Like, I want you guys to be able to start the new year. I want myself to be able to start this new year in a much more positive headspace. No matter what we have on the 2025 bingo card, I want to be able to say that I did everything that I possibly could to help better improve not only my personal life, but the things I'm wanting to grow within. So, making videos, dancing. I want to be able to attend more jams this coming year so I can compete, grow as a dancer, document so I can grow as, a videographer, YouTuber. And, we can only do those things if we give ourselves the opportunity, right? Stop playing it safe and, wait till I have this, wait for this to happen, this, that, and the third. I I hope that 2025 is going to be a year that you are okay and fully comfortable with just being who you are, and understanding that every day that passes, you can become a better version of yourself. What are some things you guys are hopeful for coming into the new year? What are some goals, some things that you wish to achieve or want to achieve that you're working towards? What are things in 2025 that you guys want to accomplish, and what steps can you do right now before the year started to help get you in a better position to accomplishing those goals, right? Get your foot in the door to help you better start off stronger within the new year. And I'm gonna apologize ahead of time because this video is gonna run rather lengthy today, because again, the end of the year recap, accomplish the goal of posting every day, and and sometimes good conversations, they tend to run a little long, they can drag out, and I understand that. So I just wanted to let y'all know. Clearly you guys knew when you tapped in on the video that the video was going to be a pretty lengthy one, but I'm here to explain as to it being lengthy. It's a means for, you know reflection, celebration, and, hope for the new year, right? So, yeah, with that in mind, and everything that I can put forth, put forward towards, my best self for 2025, all I can do is just continue on with what I've gained, the knowledge that I've, acquired, the experience that, I have also gained throughout this entire, almost month and a half ordeal. And with given the opportunity to do so, I want to be able to continue doing that. Like the progression that I've seen in, like, my, not only like the actual physical work itself, but the understanding and thought process of how to do these things, how to get better at them. Like, you tap into, like, oh, this is what I could do. That's something that I can, put into gaining more experience, or I can use this. And, you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like, You may not have the physical results of your progression, but the understanding of what you're able to do to get to that point is still progression, right? Like, you may not see yourself in a light of like, I don't see me any better than I was a month ago because you're just taking it at face value. But doing whatever it was within that month time, you know what you don't, you understand what you could apply, what you could have done better. And these are like baby steps that eventually like will get you to a point of when you take your next big step, you'll be like, oh, right. Well, this just kind of came out all of a sudden out of nowhere because you were making progression, even though it wasn't noticeable to your eyes physically. You have that understanding of, what you've been doing the entire time. And that's just how I'm seeing it with how this whole thing has played out. And it makes sense because we tend to really just take things at face value and, either feel accomplished or discouraged, and which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's like when it gets to the point of you feel the discouragement, you don't deserve to put yourself down because you feel that you've been putting in work. Now, again, we've covered this before. You may think that you're putting in work, that you're doing the bare minimum, right? I've done it too. So I've done the bare minimum amount of work, but in my head, I convinced myself that I was putting in much more than that. So I was satisfied. And then when the end results came and I wasn't getting what I was hoping for, then I really analyzed and like, well, what did I do wrong? Rather than, oh, everyone just doesn't like what I do. No. What is it that you didn't do? What is it that you could have done better? What was it that you shouldn't have probably done at all? You know what I mean? And those little things add up to create, your final product, your final results. And again, you know, really paying attention to those things is also progression. So really be mindful of, how you go about doing what it is you're doing. What steps are baby steps? What steps are, gradual? And when you do move forward, don't stop because you're satisfied with what you're doing at the time, right? Keep that going. You already know, dude. You already know. It shouldn't even be a question at this point. So, yeah, now it's time to go get food. But, oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. We're going to do this nice, carefully, and precise because, be mindful of the essentials. And I'm not trying to get no coffee down my sleeve today. Yeah, I know. And of course, coffee down my sleeve. Boy at it. Hell at it. There we go. Nice, easy, clean breakthrough. First sip. Oh yeah. Yep, that's what we needed right there. That was it. All right, one sip. Everybody knows the rules.
One bite. Everyone knows the rules. One bite. Everybody knows the rules.
Oh man, that was a whole process. Oh, hey, how you doing? Okay. All right, let's go get food. I'm parked like a jackass right now. And if you guys haven't done so already, I highly recommend, not highly recommend, I would greatly appreciate if you guys were to check out yesterday's video, because that by far has been my personal favorite out of the entire time of posting every day. It's been, it was a mixture of, again, like how I said, spontaneous shooting and slightly planned idea, but the fact that I just kind of did the shoot out of nowhere, it was kind of on a whim, like I'm just gonna do it, whatever. Like that wasn't even originally what I planned on doing for the video that day. And um going into doing it, like I proved to myself that I can create something from practically nothing, or I did create something. I don't mean to say that I can, because I don't want to make it sound like I could do that every time, because that's when, the overthinking, like, okay, that could be another topic. But, like I had made something out of nothing, out of complete random, and not only did I enjoy doing it, I enjoyed the actual final product. There's like one shot in that video that I could have probably lived without having it in there. But other than that, like, again, I'm just nitpicking at that point. And like for me, for where I'm at in my knowledge and experience, like I thought that was a fantastic video. And I'm talking about the Corner Store Grooves video. So yeah, if you haven't already, please go check that out. Let me know what you thought of it or what you think of it. And, yeah. But just got off work and now I am going to head home because we have to get ready for my daughter's birthday. And I'm going to have a good time. I mean, it's not till tomorrow, but, um, we got to do what we got to do. You know what I mean? We got to prepare for it. Make sure everything is in order, from gifts to decorations, and make sure that we have everything accessible for a fun time for the children. You understand? So let's head home. And it occurred to me, or it was brought up to me, actually, I should say, by a couple questions from a few individuals on if I'm going to continue doing the daily uploads or if I'm just going to kind of reel it in a bit and post consistently, but just not every day, like a couple times a week. And initially, I think my plan was to draw back and only post like 2 or 3 videos a week to try and give myself, a breather. But then I was thinking, like, well, if I give myself the wiggle room to fall back and lose momentum, or whatever momentum I started gaining, I'm gonna lose that. So I was scared of doing that, and then I, thought of just continuing doing the daily uploads because I'm already at it, and it would be just continuing to do what I'm already doing. But then again, it's, if I'm doing it every day, like, is it going to be a drawback from me doing it every day and, lose sight of, because I've already done it once where I was uploading every day, but as long as I was meeting the upload, what was in the video what I thought mattered didn't really matter, if that makes sense, right? Like, as long as I met the daily upload quota, the video, what I had in the video itself, like, there wasn't much context, or there wasn't much meaning, or there wasn't, it. And what I was ultimately trying to say was, I wasn't putting out, there were not all the time. There were a couple times throughout this entire process of the daily uploads that I was just trying to meet my daily upload quota. And the actual material, the contents of the content weren't good by anyone's standards, right? It was just me trying to put something together and throw it out there so I could say I made my post for the day. And I don't want to get into a habit of doing that. And I don't feel, or I don't see or think that is an actual outcome or a possibility that can happen. I think what it really kind of stems from is me being afraid of coming across, another situation of dealing with creator block or creative block, creativity blockage, cre- creativity block, creative block. Yeah. Okay. So what I was ultimately trying to, and what I was ultimately trying to say is that a, there were a couple, and what I was ultimately trying to say, now that I'm home, not driving in a loud car, is there were a couple times throughout this whole ordeal of posting every day where I was just trying to meet the daily upload quota, and the actual contents of the content were no good by anyone's standards. And it was just me trying to put something together to throw up out onto my channel and say I made my post for the day. And I was afraid of falling into that habit because I don't want that to be a habit. I don't want that to be a thing. But in reality, I don't think, see, or feel that would be an actual outcome. It was more stemming on the idea of me coming across creative block, like a creative block, and not posting at all, right? So then that puts me in the, okay, well, I don't need to post today because I've already passed that. So I can, start the, couple posts a week and give myself some time. And then the next thing I know, 3 weeks have passed and I haven't uploaded a video. So I don't want to do that. And that's what I was really afraid of. So I'm just going to keep the ball rolling, keep this momentum that I have, shoo away the fear and the self doubt, and I'm just gonna focus on what I can do in the moment and do the best thing that I possibly can and put my best foot forward. So for right now, y'all stuck with me. I'm not going anywhere. Daily uploads are gonna continue, and when they do kind of get dialed back, it'll be at least a 2 or 3 video a week upload kind of schedule. And I will not shy away from any less than that. And you guys can hold me accountable, but I'm going to hold myself accountable and make sure that I don't fall through on what I'm saying right now. That was a bit much. And we're just gonna keep on chewing. You know what I mean? And with that, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I do appreciate you guys for, sticking through the video as far as you have. Again, it does me, uh, uh, it shows me a tremendous amount of love and support that you guys have, and I'm very appreciative for it because I can't grow. I mean, I can grow, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I can't progress without, the love that y'all show. And I mean, I guess I could, right? It would just be a slower process. I don't know. Yeah, all I'm trying to say is I thank you guys. You know what I mean? That's all I'm trying to say is I appreciate you guys every day for the last 43 days now. You guys have been showing up, watching the videos and dropping some love in the comments or hitting the like button and I can't be any more grateful than I am now to you guys. And it's been a fun, you know, challenge. It was a great opportunity for me to, dive in head first, learn and, make mistakes and, get better. But like I said, we just gonna keep it on. We're gonna keep going and we're gonna take this momentum and run with it. So on that note, I wish you guys a happy new year. 2025 is for us, no matter what life or 2025 itself has to throw at us. We're going to come out on top and we're going to stay true to ourselves and we are going to, fulfill all of our hopes, dreams, goals, ambitions. And I'm just saying, man, this is the time. This is the year. We get our get back. We this is our come up. You know what I mean? And journey's only starting right now. Right now. So I appreciate y'all. I hope that you guys start the year off amazingly. End this year out with a bang. Cheers to you and all your loved ones. And I'm gonna finish editing this video, get geared up for, my daughter's birthday. And oh, before I forget, I want y'all to remember to keep your friends close, but keep your demon closer. I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, all right? Oh, you're still here. I mean, the video's over. I mean, if you want to hang out, yeah, more. I mean, just yeah. All right, we're done.